congratulations on such a great series. I watched the first 2 episodes and I'm immediately hooked on the show on what's going to happen. I wonder if you could just start by telling us a bit about your character.
Walter Flynn moved to Chicago when he was 20 years old from the streets of Dublin and Glasgow, and then he proceeded to take over the entire city. And for a man of his years, he's still the top man. And to get to that position, I think took a bit of knowledge, a lot of violence, and he's the king of Chicago. And along comes Tommy fucking Egan in my town. So you can imagine what's going to happen. Exactly. Or is it?
Or is it? Oh, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows what's going to happen? His great opening sequence, because his opening scene in the show is he's immediately dislikable but likable at the same time, because he has this comment about
he's so fucking lovable. He's a serial killer, psychopath, fucking absolutely adorable.
I know. Yeah. He's like, he insults his daughter immediately, and you're just like, oh, I hate him, but I can't wait to see what's going to happen with his character. How did you balance that? Like, because it's so easy to make a dislikable character. To make a dislikable character likable.
Right off the bat. Or make him likable.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? Because I think he's just tell the truth to the character. He doesn't know he's being an asshole. He thinks inside his head he's doing the right thing, and it's just, I don't think he knows he's a big an asshole, what he is. And he's kind of stuck in that old school misogynistic women in the kitchen bullshit. And he doesn't see his daughter. Although his kids have known the world their entire life. He hasn't tried to hide it from them. But he doesn't see his daughter as a crime boss. You know what I mean? Girls doing that. No. That's not the way his daughter's supposed to be. So Victor, the son, is going to take the throne one day. Not too soon. But so we'll see how those two play. And from what I've seen, it's been pretty spectacular.
Oh, it's gonna be great. And he does seem to have, like, he insults, but he seems to have a kind of, he does care about her in a way that it's almost like, I don't want you to get involved in what I do.
Yeah, there's that, but I think he's more misogynistic than that. I think he's just like, women are not supposed to do this. You know what I mean? I don't think he gives a fuck about the world. He thinks that's just what people do. That's his world. He's been very successful. He's been selling drugs for 30 plus years and never been caught, and lives in a mansion, wears all these beautiful suits, and he's doing something right.
Absolutely. I like the fact that they've moved power to Chicago, because Chicago has such a great history of crime. Did you do any research on the history of Chicago, especially kind of the Irish threads into Chicago as well?
Well, I read. I did. I get into the old Chicago Irish gangsters, and I did a lot of reading about it. But I was really excited about getting there and spending time with Joseph early on in the year, way back in February last year. We were going to drive around with cops and meet politicians and, just get to know the city. But because of all the restrictions, we couldn't do fuck all. But Joseph has a vast knowledge of Chicago because he's born and bred there, and he's just a vast knowledge of most things, actually, Joseph. But I got a lot of stuff from him, and it was invaluable. And then sometimes we would try and improvise scenes, and we'd start talking about Chicago and the gangs, and he would just leave me in the dust. We would start, and he had so much information. I can't keep up with it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Who would say this? Yeah.
Is there a favourite fact about Chicago that you found out about the crime that you were like, yeah, I can't wait to tell people about this?
Well, there's there's tons of stuff, but that's such a bad answer. There's tons of stuff. Like I say, lockdown, I didn't really get to know the city. It was going from the stages or from location back to your apartment. And that was my Chicago for like 8 months. And I went for a couple of walks here and there, but you couldn't really get to enjoy the city. Most of the time it was locked down, or, plus we couldn't leave the film. We were all in a COVID bubble. So everyone on set was tested, and then you couldn't leave because you couldn't be with other people outside that bubble in case of infection or whatever. So, yeah, it was a bit of a boy in a bubble scenario.
Oh, no.
John Travolta movie, Boy in a Bubble.
Well, speaking about the bubble then, this is effectively a brand new cast to this show, apart from Joseph as Tommy. And how does it feel being new players in such a widely popular show? And how is the casting gelling together to make this kind of like crime syndicate show?
Well, I think we're all very lucky because, like you say, Power is already established. This is a phenomenal franchise, it's an incredible show with some amazing actors, and we all get to play with Tommy Egan. So we're all bringing all these new characters to the show, and I think it's very exciting. I love it. And we don't have to know that world because this is a whole new world we're creating with Tommy, and it's very interesting.
Absolutely. And it's just instantly these characters just come off the screen and you can't wait to follow them down.
Yeah. And Anthony Fleming the third, Kris Lofton, Isaac Keys, Gabrielle Ryan, Shane Harper, Lili. I mean, the cast is incredible. Guy Van Swearing, all these great actors I get to play with. And everyone's evolving and creating this new character. And it's a lot, and including myself. And it's a lot of fun to watch and be part of.
Absolutely.
And a long, long time.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait for people to see it because, like you said, the cast is just so phenomenal, including yourself, by the way.
Thank you very much.
As you're playing like a pretty nasty criminal guy, I've always wondered this: is there any like particular scenes, like violent scenes or drug scenes, or anything that you find particularly difficult to shoot?
That would depend on what it is. The violence is a part of life, and as long as it's not gratuitous and just doing it for the sake of doing it, not interested in that. But if it's part of the story and it makes sense, then yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Don't fucking sugarcoat it, for Christ's sake.
It's very true. That is very true. Do you sometimes have a bit of fun playing antagonist?
Do I have fun playing? Oh yeah, the guy's always fun to play. Are you kidding me? You get all the cussing and swearing and pointing, whatever. Just it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Because I'm a complete hermit. I'm the quietest guy in the world when I'm home. But when I go and play on sets like this, it's just a ton of fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it does seem like a lot of fun to play. Is there a particular episode that's coming up that you can't wait for viewers to see because it's just going to like blow their minds?
Oh God. Yeah. I think it's 3 or 4. They're all great. Every one is phenomenal.
Every single one is great.
Every single scene.
Every single minute.
Every second.
Honestly, even by the end of episode 1, I was like, I'm hooked. This is going to be an amazing show. Yeah,
it will be. I guarantee it. It's great. Under guy, I mean, Joseph he's incredible. He's incredible when he plays Tommy Egan so beautifully. And well, he's his, and you just want to see him. In my opinion, I want to see what the fuck Tommy is going to do and how he does it, and his way, and how they him and Water clash, and or do they clash, and what happens there, and the family dynamic. I mean, it's all going on. That's just one part of the story. Then you have Diamond and on the other side. So, what a clash going on.
It's going to be so good. I can't wait for everyone to, well, actually to catch the rest of the season because I'm hooked already. So I can't wait for you. If you could sum up this season in 3 words, it's like a final question. If you could sum up this season in 3 words, what would it be to grab people and to bring them in?
Highly fucking addictive.
Those are some great 3 words.
How's that? Highly fucking addictive.
That really works on so many different levels because, it's about drugs.
Yes, there you go. See, I meant all that. Obviously.
All that. Should be on the poster, marketing.
Marketing, there you go. Highly fucking addictive.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, it's been so great to talking to you because I'm such a big fan. And I can't wait to see where your character goes in Power. And I can't wait for everyone to see this season.
Wonderful. Really nice to meet you. You take care of yourself.
You too. Take care of my... Yeah, well, you too. Hopefully warms up in Malibu.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey!